Ayun po, unang pagkapakilala po muna ako. Ako po si Gerald Orculio from Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Isa pong third year student na nag-aaral ng journalism currently ngayon po. Ngayon po, tanongin ko po muna kayo, ano pong pangalan niyo po?
My name is Ray Hoble. I'm from the Daily Tribune. And I've been in the industry for the past 25 years.
Ano pong gusto niyo pong itawag ko po sa inyo?
Ray na lang.
Ray na lang po. Okay po. Sir Ray, ano naman, paano po nagsimula yung ano sa inyo? Okay lang po bang tawagin, i-refer ko po kayo as isang sports journalist?
Yeah, totoo naman yun. No?
Paano po nagsimula yun?
Hindi naman ako na-assign anybody else to any beat but sports. So talagang for the past 25 years, this is really my calling kasi yun talaga yung yung path na pinanggalingan ko because I was also a sports writer and sports editor during college do sa Lyceum Independent Sentinel.
Saang Lyceum po yun?
Manila.
Oh, Lyceum of the Philippines.
Yeah.
Manila. Kapitbahay ko lang po pala kayo.
Kapitbahay.
Ayun po. So, it was always, kumbaga, yun na po talaga yung naging dream nyo from then on.
Yeah, oo. Kasi I also participated in the PBA Sports Writing Contest. And some of us are products also of that contest way back in 95, no? And then, from there on, nagtuloy-tuloy na. But before that, meron ako mas humble na pinanggalingan when it comes to making it to mainstream media. And yung ang mga early beginnings ko kasi of working, I was also working in a publication for the production team. Yung
multimedia po kayo?
No, it's for the printing press.
Printing.
Kasi I was working student pa back then. And then eventually I became a sports writer.
So, kumbaga, hindi po agad nyo nakuha yung, kumbaga yung ano nyo talaga?
Hindi, but yun nga, ang maganda nga doon kasi may background ka on the industry, di ba na, kasi noong time naman na yan, hindi pa naman uso ang multimedia hindi pa naman uso ang internet, di ba? What we have back then was Trimedia. Trimedia, newspaper, television, at saka radio.
Ano naman po yung masasabi nyo sa 25-year career nyo, yung pinaka-memorable na coverage nyo po?
Memorable? There are a lot of memorable coverages, no? But one thing that stick to your mind, of course, is yung coverages mo na out of the country. If you are covering multi-sports events like the Asian Games, the SEA Games, the FIBA World Cup, di ba? Those things are
talaga pong pinapadala kayo?
Yeah. Those things are something that you will cherish, di ba? And something that you could share even if magkaroon ka na ng mga grandkids.
Ano naman po yung mga sabihin natin yung mga hadlang na naranasan nyo sa pagsusulat nyo? Kumbaga, meron bang naging yung challenge talaga na masasabi nyo talagang napahirapan talaga kayo?
Wala namang madali talaga no? I mean, all of these things you need to go through a process, di ba, na kinakailangan talaga you really need to work your butts off para rito. Even if may mga natutunan ka sa school, there are things that you learn outside of the school and dito mo siya matututunan through experience, no? And the experience of how to beat the deadline, di ba? How to write your stories fast as possible, di ba? How you deal with people within the group, the industry, di ba? Na how yung mga ethical ways of interviewing people, di ba? Na kasi minsan may mga personalities, coaches, players that may mga pinipili rin sila kakausapin di ba na? There are people who are comfortable talking to you. There are people here that something that you would say na di magaling sumulat pero magaling kumuha ng stories. Di ba? May mga ganun that something that you can define that kasi somehow They were able to create a niche for themselves, di ba? Saan ba talaga sila magaling? Saan yung strong points nila, no? If you feel that they are a good reporter, but they are not a good writer, then but it could work both ways, di ba? Some of them are good writers, but they are not good reporters.
Storyteller.
Oo. So may mga ganun eh.
Sa inyo po ba, para sa inyo, what makes us good sports journalists?
What makes us a good sports journalist? In the AI world, siguro, the trend has become more of pabilisan, more of pagalingan eh, no? Ngayon, you need to find creative ways in such a way that your stories will become more distinct than anybody else, di ba? Kasi kapag ka-coverage yan, halos pare-parehas naman yan eh.
Story,
Kasi
pare-pareho.
katulad yan, magkakasama naman kami dito. So how would you become more distinct? And you become more distinct by creating
Angles.
different story angles that you're going to create more enterprising stories, di ba? That prior to you coming to the coverage, dapat you also have a mindset, binubuo mo na ano yung mga klase ng story na gusto mong gawin.
So, nabanggit nyo na po kanina, pero I would like you to comment on it more. Kasi nga, yun nga, yung about sa AI, sa niya sa journalism. So, pwede po ba kayo mag-comment pa more about sa current state ng journalism dito sa Pilipinas? Kasi yun nga, nakakabahala talaga. Actually, di ba lumabas po sa GMA, yung gagamit daw sila ng mga AI sportscaster. Ano po yung masasabi nyo dun?
Well, in the end, you're going to be valued more on your talent. You're going to be valued more on your worth, more than the technology itself, di ba? I mean, like in our case, before, we were having difficult time adjusting kasi we were from the print media
Print.
And when the online media was created, all of us are adjusting to it, di ba? We were forced to do videos, we were forced to do stories, contents na maiiksi lang that we are going to break right away, di ba? Kasi wala na kaming pinagkaiba do sa mga sa mga TV reporter or radio reporter that you need to break a story right away. Kasi may online media na, may digital publishing na, so kinakailangan i-post mo siya right away.
Ito medyo lagi po kasi namin siya naririnig whenever we talk to journalists in the field, especially yung mga matatagal na. Totoo po ba na hindi daw talaga ganun kalakihan yung sweldo when it comes sa journalism?
Yeah, but what you get here is opportunities, di ba? And if you want to earn, if you want to make good money, this is not the right place for you. Siguro, mas maganda siguro magpalit ka ng career. You could be an engineer, you could be a doctor, di ba? Or probably an IT professional if you want to, di ba? Andun yung mga andun yung, you have to go to advertising or in the world of finance, di ba? So sila yung mga humahandle ng pera talaga eh. But in our case, we do it because somebody else has to do it, di ba? I mean, who's going to do it if
Kung hindi tayo.
Kung hindi na kami nandito, di ba? What we're saying is we do it out of passion. We do it is because we are compelled to do it to make money, but we want to do it because this is the path that we have chosen. And this is something na pinili namin, di ba? Ito na kami right before we became part of the industry. We know for a fact na we are working here not just for the money, but we are working here. It is because that's the thing we love to do the most.
So parang it all boils down nga po dun sa journalism being a sort of a public service po talaga.
Yeah, but at the same time, di ba, you're creating a path for yourself na hindi ka naman nagtatrabaho, it is because gusto mo lang makumita ng pera eh, di ba? You want to make a good career, it is because you're good at doing it, di ba? Otherwise, if hindi ka naman magaling doon, hindi ka rin magsasucceed, di ba? Sooner or later, you're going to find yourself transferring from one work to another until you find the right job for you.
So, ayun. Medyo onti na lang kasi yung time na meron po tayo. I would like to talk to you more pa if given more time. Pero, final message na lang po sa mga young aspiring sports journalists katulad ko.
Well, you have to listen to your heart. Is this the right? Is this the career that you want to pursue? Go ask yourselves, di ba? If you're here for the money, I would tell you this is not the right place for you. But if you are for opportunities, if you are a thrill seeker, then if you are more into challenges, then I suggest you take this course. You take this career.
Yun po. Again, maraming salamat po. Thank you po sa binigay yung time sa akin kahit very, very short notice. And ayun lang po, doon po nagtatapos yung interview ko
Okay.
sa inyo. Thank you po ulit.
Salamat
Thank you po.
din.
Sobrang
Salamat
thank you po.
din.